that. Let's move to the other sideline of that Packers-Giants game. And it's overreaction time. Sound the alarm bells for this 120. We talked about it all week, B-Mac. Odell Beckham Jr., Victor Cruz, Sterling Shepard going down to Miami to party on a yacht on Monday, their day off. Also hung out with Biebs at Club Live. When you look at the numbers from these three guys against the Packers, they're not good. A lot of drops for the receivers that didn't go on the boat. The numbers look very good. More yards, more receptions. Tavares King caught the only touchdown from a Giant wide receiver. Plenty of people, including us here at 120, took the opportunity to make a crying Jordan meme about the Giant wide receivers.
So who put Eli? Poor Eli didn't have anything to do with the boat.
That's why he looks so dazed and confused there. He's like, what am I doing here? I don't belong here. I was throwing good passes. These fools were dropping them. Overreaction or not, B-Mac, these wide receivers being blamed for the loss in the locker room and their lack of preparation in that Giant locker room.
Yep.
Is it an overreaction
To blame
the wide receivers for the loss?
Yeah, yes, that's an overreaction.
Okay.
Now, if that is valid, I can understand why. But it wasn't the Giants' wide receivers that allowed 4 touchdowns from Aaron Rodgers.
That's a good point.
This is the ultimate team sport, football. That's why you have 11 starters going against another 11 starters. The Giants' wide receivers did not have their best performance. Wasn't even average, below average, all phases except Tavares King, who had an unbelievable day. But the other guys that were supposed to be the big-time playmakers, Odell Beckham, Shepard made a few plays, but he also missed the opportunities.
Yes, he did.
And Victor Cruz had a few catches in the first quarter. He just disappeared. I don't know if the game plan called for that or he just wasn't getting open, but you cannot put the blame on one positional group. That's unfair because they don't play defense. They're not called to block. Well, within the interior of the offense, they're not called to block, but they did have key catches. But when you do something in the fashion in which they did, which was travel to Miami instead of traveling back to New York with your team, getting ready for this upcoming ball game against the Green Bay Packers, you put a big-time spotlight on yourself. You have no room for error, and that's why they're getting hit with so many football memes. I mean, crying Jordan memes. Everything based on what they did a week ago.
Yeah, so it's going to be a talking point. It's going to continue for the week ahead until we get to next weekend's games in the divisional round. But Odell Beckham Jr., Sterling Shepard, and co. certainly did not show up or at least show their best against Green Bay, and the Sharks are in the water, and they smell blood.